All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi. Hope you guys are having a good Friday evening. Getting you guys ready for the upcoming holiday weekend is my job here over the next 20 minutes or so as we get you through the forecast here locally. Then, of course, everybody's wondering about Beryl, what it's going to do to Texas. I've got lots of new data on that. To run that by you guys and try to do my best I can to keep everybody up to speed on what's going on over that way. All right, let's begin now with a look at downtown Orlando. It's kind of a quiet but a pretty evening here in Central Florida. Gordon Mooneyhan, Tracy Richardson. Always a pleasure to have you guys in the house. Jojo Hernandez. Well, let's take a look at what's going on here. Feels like temperatures again have been the big story today, well into the triple digits here today. But thankfully now, as the sun is setting, we're going to be in pretty good shape. Anita Lawless from Texas, she's in the house. Anita, we will cover you and cover you very carefully because I know you've got interests where you are. So we'll take care of you and your family and your loved ones. So. Just give me a second to get to you on that. And I can't remember where exactly you were in Texas. Rick Taze is in the house, Gary Hicks, and Terry Lottie. So those are our current feels like temperatures. Not too bad. Quick little radar tour here. We'll get into the holiday weekend forecast. I'm going to spend the majority of the time tonight on what's going on with Beryl. Good news behind Beryl, not a whole lot going on in the tropics, so we'll get a little bit of a breather there. High and dry in Leesburg, says Gary Hicks. There's a look now at the lightning strikes. A lot of energy here in western Marion County. Trying to make a beeline back towards Ocala and Bellevue. So Beaumont, thank you, Anita. Appreciate the identifier there on that. So there's Fellowship. There's Ocala. There's Denellen. Let's see here. There's a look at some of the heavy rain ongoing there, so we'll keep an eye on that for folks in Marion County. Some pretty good showers and storms, too, over towards Rutland now, trying to build back over your way also. So we'll continue to watch that going forward. There we go. So there's... There we go. So there's Rutland, there's Wildwood, Lake Panasoffkee, a couple showers there. That's really where the main game is. And it's a sticky night over that way, too, I might add. Let's see here. There we go. All right, there we go. So there it is, 70 to 75 degrees. Winds looking like this. Not too bad out there. My WS says 2 inches. There we go, Terry. Harry Vanderkaff, Linda Crook, Joe Johnston is in the house. The Crooks to the Crookinator. So light east, southeast winds, no big deal here. It is going to be a sticky night tonight. No doubt about that. Ernie Richardson, good to have you in the house. Appreciate you. Chris Pierce, how about that? Closing in on 250 for Tesla. Elizabeth, sorry you're not well, from Terry. There we go, North Carolina. Chris, temps tomorrow morning in the mid-70s for the wake-up temperatures. Let's get you into the holiday weekend here. Hansonator's in the house, says John. Kimberly Johnson, Catherine Brunel, Terry Lottie. There's Saturday. You can see Beryl heading towards Texas. High breaking down. Hot and humid. A few isolated storms here in Central Florida. Amanda Stapula, hope I said that right, Amanda. Miss Buffalo, New York. Tracy Richardson, Elizabeth Haught, a little tropical wave there near the Bahamas. No big issue there as we see it right now. So the weekend planner, 96 Saturday, 95 Sunday, maybe a little bit better storm coverage on Sunday, but not by much. Donlin, we had some nice rain here in horse country tonight. Amanda, yes, yay, thank you, man, appreciate that. Jim Bacon, Jerry Roach is in the house. All right, low 90s at the beaches, middle 90s back through the interior as we get you through the afternoon there tomorrow. So it's Roger Ramlicon, Jerry Roach, Terry Lottie. A couple of feels like temperatures here for everybody. Toria Hammerson Goot. It's no longer there, Catherine. It's falling apart. Hunter States area, 106. Wow, look at that. So there's Orlando, 104, 106 in the afternoon. 12 to 5 is the worst part of the day for the heat. Rosalie Martinez, good to have you. Ocala, ooh, updated numbers there. 105 to 110. Heat advisory is likely to be issued there. David Eisenberg. Let's take a look at this. Leesburg, 105 to 110 also. So when we take a look now at the heat risk for tomorrow, it's definitely favoring I-4 and west. Major heat there. So that's the concern. Amanda, thanks on the heat. Yes, Catherine Burnell, good to have you there. All right. Let's take a look at the Boynton Beach forecast. Get you guys through that. There you go. Watch the dangerous rip currents during times of low tide at 3:52. We'll continue to babysit that. Amanda, or Anna R. Mundo Milan, good to have you. There's the pool forecast, 82, 90, and 92. Disney, the attractions. Boy, I tell you what, pack your patience and drink a lot of water there. There we go. 90 at noon, feeling like 100, 105. Jody Bird, doing my best. Bill Sawyer's good to have you there. Volcano Bay, some of the attractions here. Carla Foster's in the house. I wouldn't say it's a sharp turn, but I'm going to break that down here in a second. There's Volcano Bay, looking pretty good. Next week, there's a little feature that tries to back on in. We'll keep an eye on that. Not too worried about it just yet. But definitely something to watch. All right, let's do some tropics here, gang. Driving home tomorrow, Chris. Safe travels. Frank Yasik. Frankie's in the building. Mark Mason. All right, so there's the 8 o'clock intermediate advisory. So now pressure's at 994 millibars, and this is expected to move off towards the west-northwest. Let me show you the latest tropical storm satellite loop. Sherry Lafaviere. You know, Mike, I don't think so. Who is joining the group from Texas? It's Elizabeth. So there it is. There's a look now at Merida and Cancun. You can see just a little blob of instability there. And when we take a look at the water vapor channel, Robert DeBrucke, no doubt. Jan Corona Boyle, I did. I'm having a good fourth holiday weekend, that is. So on this, there's the center of circulation. We got some wind like this. So there's a little bit of wind shear from the east, a little bit of dry air on the west. So those are two factors why this is likely not to rapidly intensify. Waters, the wave action here is starting to grow, as is expected. Isabella Faria, Gail Copeland Duncan, good to have you. Let's go ahead and clear the palette here. Here's what I'm going to do. Boom, boom, 13 foot. So, yeah, so that's gonna start to grow. All right, let's take a look at the latest tracks. Kim Enos DeLuca on vacation at Cedar Key for the next 3 days. Yeah, you'll have the afternoon showers and storms, but she should be okay. All right, latest models. There they are. Just east of Brownsville. Right in that little corridor right there. So if you had to eyeball it, go from like Corpus Christi to Port Lavaca, Port O'Connor, somewhere in there. I would say from Corpus Christi to Port O'Connor is where a lot of the models have been this afternoon. Now, what is interesting to note about this is that when you look at the other computer models, like the global models, and this is important here, look at the, so the euro is a little bit too strong. I think it's overdoing it, but I think it will intensify. Now the euro is almost coming in at Matagorda or in Sargent, whereas the GFS, the GFS is clearly between Corpus Christi and Port O'Connor, maybe near Fulton, Rockport area, somewhere like right in there. Now, I will say this: our own in-house Futurecast model. Anita, Matagorda Bay. You know what? Matagorda. Matagorda is definitely possible. Let me do one thing here real quick. Yeah. Here's our Futurecast model. So, for those of you that are familiar with Matagorda, again, it's just up the road there from Port O'Connor. Now, here's our in-house model. Fairly weak tonight, but notice how it starts to come around and come back. There's Sunday, and then and I don't like this. This is not good for Houston. This is that's very bad for Houston. That's actually, I would say, in reality, that's pretty darn close to Matagorda, maybe Freeport there, and just south of a landfall, just south of Houston. But a lot of rain would come into Houston. I want to show you some of the rainfall forecasts with some of these models because this is my concern. There you go, JoJo. I don't like that. Houston better keep it. Yep, that's right, Amanda. You got it. So here's a look at our graph Futurecast models. Overdoing things, but notice Houston. See that right there? That is 8 to 12 inches of rain. That's not what we want to see. It's clearly not what we want to see. And then the GFS is west of Houston with the heaviest rain. Houston would get rain, 1 to 2 inches of rain, but it would miss the bullseye. Now the Euro, as we mentioned, is a little bit farther up the coast. As Ann was talking about, maybe Matagorda, Sargent, somewhere in there. Here's the Euro, right there. Right at Port O'Connor, Palacios, Matagorda. But Houston's, that'd be a lot of rain even for Houston. So we'll watch the trends on that for folks there in the central upper coast there of Texas. Kathy Jo Santiago, I'm going to spend time. There you go, Chris. Love that. Tell everybody I said hi. Harvey Part 2, let's hope not, Mike. Victoria, yep, it's going to be close. I think it's going to be closer to, Port O'Connor, maybe Matagorda, somewhere in there. So we'll see. So why the turn more towards the north today? That's a great question that I've been getting. Going to be major. Yes, that is correct with this type of setup. So here's the deal. There's your high. It's kind of enough. The core of it's enough to the east that it's allowing for this to turn more towards the west-northwest than the north-northwest there at the very, very end. So that's why we're going to want to keep an eye on that. As far as the wind is concerned, I know you guys like these wind graphics. That's a lot of coverage. Melissa, yep. Got a lot of folks from Texas in here. So there's your tropical storm. And then making that curve, hurricane force winds, scraping the coast as it moves up to the north. Now, as far as the winds are concerned, let me show you a few of the computer models. This is the GFS. GFS has 60 to 80, maybe even 90 with the GFS. Again, bullseye somewhere between Corpus Christi and Port O'Connor on the GFS. The Euro, here's your Euro. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, Melissa. There's a look at the Euro. Euro seems to me way overdone. I don't think this storm is not that strong right now. It's weaker than that. So the Euro, for whatever reason, is too strong with its winds. And it is basically seems to be like Seems to be very close to Port O'Connor, Matagorda, somewhere in there. So we'll watch that. So that's that. Anyway, behind this, all this stuff, I know you guys were asking about that other wave. It's kind of falling apart. Mary Watson, good to have you right there. It's pretty quiet. No tropical development expected here over the next 7 to 10 days behind it. Do you have a preference here? Joe, it varies from run to run. It's, I mean, sometimes they get very consistent. They have come to a better agreement. I just think the intensity right now in the Euro is too strong. So but as far as the path, they're pretty close to each other right now. All right, a lot of Saharan dust. The dust's really not doing anything to inhibit tropical development, though, right now. So with that, let's take a look at the updated 7-day forecast. Haley Cronin, Cleveland, Texas. Let's see. I'm not sure if I know where Cleveland is. I'm going to look that up here. Oops. And welcome to our chat, by the way, there, young lady. Cleveland, Texas. Ooh, there's a big Exxon plant there. So that's on the north side of Houston. So, okay, I got you. Half an hour from Houston. Yep. Haley, it looks like, for me, for you, based on the latest trajectories, it's the rain that I'm worried about. I don't know if you guys normally flood half hour northeast of Houston. I know Houston's terrible with rain, but I don't know if you saw let me just back it up for you there, Haley. So here's the latest tracks, and it has nudged more to the north. Thank you, Jojo. Gili Piaggio is in the house. So the models there, the tropical models are about an hour and a half, 2 hours southwest of you. But the global models, the GFS and the Euro, are a little. You do flood. Okay, so Haley, here's the big thing then for you. I want to show you a couple of the rainfall forecasts here. So this is our Futurecast model, and it has a lot of rain. It's got some browns. That would be 5 to 8 inches. The GFS, if the GFS is right, this would be your best scenario for you. You'd get rain. It'd be like 1 to 3 inches. I personally think that's a little bit underdone. Here's the Euro. The European computer model does have a lot of rain, like the graph models. So that would put you 3 to 5, maybe 5 to 8, somewhere in there. So that's what we're going to have to watch for you. Then the wind, the wind forecast, the GFS has the strongest winds. It does, Haley. That has been the trend. That has been the trend. So the GFS comes in well south of you. You'd get 30, 40 mile an hour winds with that in gust. That's not too bad. The European, I think the Euro's too strong right now. That looks overdone to me. And then the Euro is well west of Houston. But, even where you are, Haley, that would be, potentially 40, 50 mile an hour winds. Now, again, if that track continues to inch closer to you, the winds are going to be higher. So that's what you have to watch. Nothing, Melissa. We will get no rain from this system at all. Robert DeBrucke, good to have you, my friend. So again, the reason why it's kind of curved more towards the north today is when we take a Corpus Christi Lorraine cruise, you're going to have to watch Corpus. It's Corpus to Port O'Connor to Matagorda Bay right now. That's the zone I think that's going to get the biggest impact based on the current model guidance. Now, if it shifts more to the north and the east, that might bode better for you. Do you think it's going to probably on the hitting house? Haley, I think they will get some wind and some rain. The question is just how much, and that's what we have to kind of figure out right now. So I don't know if you guys have sandbags or anything like that, but have them ready to go just in case you guys need them. All right, back to Central Florida. Let me just pop in a couple cams, give some love here too. So that's something we're going to have to watch, Haley, on that. Now, Austin, Texas could feel a little bit. Austin might wind up being on the western edge That's something we're going to have to watch. Downtown Orlando. Ooh, are these cameras all out? Oh, there we go. So raining up there in Marion County, over towards the Kennedy Space Center. Beautiful sunset there, over towards the port. Haley, just keep an eye on it, and I'll give you updates as well. So, we've got you covered. It has not formed into a hurricane again. No, sir. There's over towards Lake County. Haley, one thing I've noticed, had a lot of folks in from Texas the last couple of days. They must be somehow you guys are probably sharing my Facebook feed to your friends and family, so I do appreciate that, by the way. Donna Santa Maria, almost good to have you right there. And for those of you that are new, I normally do these Facebook Lives Monday through Friday right around 8 o'clock. So if you have followed me, you'll get a notification saying, hey, I'm going on. When is this? Actually, the next Spaghetti Models, look at you, Haley, I love that. The next Spaghetti Models should be coming out right around 9 o'clock. Let me see if, for whatever reason, they've come in early today. Current storms, aircraft recon. No, still the 18Z. So, waiting for the 00Z. Should be within the next 30 to 35 minutes. Haley, just out of curiosity, which TV station do you watch over there? Anita Lawless, oh, look at you. I love you, girl. Thank you. Appreciate that. Deborah, also a pleasure to have you. Anita, I hope that you find these informative and helpful and calm, just to kind of not scare the heck out of you. I've always wanted to be well, Haley, who's to say you can't do it? I think you should go for it, girl. Do it. You're young. Absolutely. I would encourage you to do it. You only live once, kid. Do it. That's my advice. Who knows? Maybe one day you might be working in the Houston television market, right? Daytona Beach. There you go. And St. Pete Beach tonight, looking pretty good. I like eating spaghetti. Haley, that's you got plenty of time, girl. You can do it at 31. You kidding me? Come on, do it. Absolutely. If you're not happy with your current job, I'd say give it a shot. Terry Theros Lindsay, you got nothing to lose, girl. There you go. So there's love that shot of the Gulf of Mexico. All right, beautiful downtown Orlando. Oh, my camera's out there, of course. Jojo, well said, Yap. Go with your passion. Anita Lawless, go with your passion. The Texas duo over there. All right, beautiful shot of the VAB, the Vehicle Assembly Building. All right, let's go national here, and then we'll go international. We're not just covering Beryl. We're not just covering Orlando. We'll do the US of A, and then we're going to go around the world. Where in the world is Tony? What is that? Carmen Sandiego. Let me tell you, it's cool up in Minneapolis, up north. It's hot in Texas, southwest Texas for now. Vegas is 111 and 107 in Sacramento. When we take a look at the national satellite perspective here, let me show you this. Here's a look at what we got. Reese, I am doing good, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Hope you have a wonderful and safe upcoming 4th of July holiday weekend. Dallas getting in on some showers and storms. Back towards Jackson, Mobile, and New Orleans. Up north, little feature there through the Great Lakes. Montana, little feature there. And then up towards the Hudson's Bay. It looks a little chilly up there. In fact, let's take a look now. Is it still over there? No, it's now out over the open waters. I'll go back to the again. Portugal, yeah. At Slovenia, I can definitely find Portugal. In fact, I'll find Lisbon for you here in a second. Let me. It is now out. So now we start to watch for Haley those thunderstorms to try to bubble back up, and I'll do that one more time here for you in a second. Tony, any more in Melbourne? Michelle Negrati? No, not happening. 37 in Point Barrow. It is 40 in Fort Ross. 39 in Iqaluit. 77 in Saskatoon. 107 in Sacramento. 92 in Washington. You're welcome. Natalie Ann, 71. There's El Paso, 79. Orlando, 85. Houston, 95. Belize, 86. Well, Haley, I hope you're wrong about that, girl. The good news is it's been pretty active in the Western Gulf with Chris, so and the waters aren't as warm as they were 7 to 10 days ago. So that at least you have helping you. There's a look at Guatemala City, Santo Domingo, Caracas is at 86, Bogota 55, La Paz, Bolivia 41. There is Santiago 50, Buenos Aires 46. Jojo, ooh, coldest air of the season so far in Punta Arenas 23, in near the Falkland Islands in southern Argentina. There's Cape Town 41, Windhoek 39. We got Madagascar at 50. There is Rabat, Morocco. Lisbon, Portugal in the upper 60s. Madrid is in the low 70s right now. Johnson Joy. Johnson will have, I think, a better chance for some showers and storms on Sunday, but best chances are going to be along the west coast. All right, there's a look at our temperatures now. Moscow 61, Oslo 50, London 57. Surgut coming at 61. Jessica Leonard, this is Facebook Live. There's no such thing as late. You come in when you want, how you want, where you want. And if you don't want to come in and watch it later on, it is live now, but always lives on my Facebook page, as you know. So don't sweat it, girl. You have kids, you got a busy life. I get it. No worries. Amanda Stapula, she's in the house. Bishkek, 64. Kumi, 73. Bratsk, 68. Look at Yakutsk, coming in at 63. Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, 61. There's a look at Sapporo, Japan, 72. Seoul, Korea, 73. Shanghai, 91. Manila, 84. Ho Chi Minh City, 82. Jakarta, 77. Makassar, 82. A look at Port Moresby, coming in at 86. Broome, Australia, 59. Down under, a little chill, a little winter-esque feel. You tell them, JJ. Perth, 52. Adelaide, 61. Hobart Airport, 45. Christchurch, New Zealand, 50. Nume, coming in at 70. And then over to Hawaii. No detentions in the evening edition. Dawn Malpass. Nice. There you go. 82 Lahui, 88 in Honolulu. Tammy Turnage, when will the East Coast get some much-needed rain? Tammy, I think next week. We're going to have to wait till Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. Pattern does begin to change then. So there's Hawaii. 80 to 88. All right, let's take a look at the updated 7-day forecast here for everybody. And there you have it, right there. Already did, says JoJo. Excellent, JoJo. Excellent. All right, let's see here. All right, 7-day forecast. Let's roll that puppy out. 96, 95, mainly hot and dry for the most part. Few cooling storms, but storm coverage does go up again next week. Does go up again next week. You too, Tams. There you go. 63, Terry. Whoop, whoop. All right. So there it is. Showers and storms return next week. Enjoy the holiday weekend. All right. One last look at Beryl. Not seeing any big reds around that center just north of Merida there. So we'll watch it overnight and this evening. But I like that. I like seeing that. Let's keep it weak, right? For those who don't know, oh, Dave, you're too nice. Elizabeth Hall, this is the second one. Oof, not good, Elizabeth. She was hiding all night, JoJo. All right, so that's it. I'm going to wrap it up for now. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for popping in, as you guys always do. And we'll keep you up to date on all things Beryl and all things the holiday weekend here. All right, guys, take care. Stay safe. Enjoy the time with the family this weekend. Amanda, you're welcome. Going to get some rest. Yes. Anna R., good night. All right, guys, take care. Toodles. Ta-ta.